Welcome everybody to Richmond International Raceway. We are set to go 100 laps here for the NASRA Racing Series. This race is sponsored by Midwest Powersource. Make sure you check them out. This is the Midwest Powersource 100 here at Richmond International Speedway. And also, while I'm thinking of it, because I kind of forgot to put this up there, you can go check these guys out at racenasra.com. You can find all the information that we have about them. They're a really good group of guys, some of the best super late model drivers on iRacing do race this league. Of course, this is also sponsored by all the other guys, PruittTeam.com and all that good stuff. So make sure you check all of them out. And as we get ready to go racing, I'm joined in the booth with a very special guest. We're going to try something a little bit different here around lap 50. Derek Pemberton going to be joining me here tonight. Derek, good to have you back in here. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. I don't know how much I'm liking, flipping back and forth, but, it's always fun to come back up here.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've been in the booth. So I mentioned that we are going to try something a little bit different tonight. Usually I am the main commentator of every race because I'm the owner of TRN and all that good stuff. Tonight on lap 50, we're going to flip it over. We're going to give Derek a shot at becoming a little bit more involved in the broadcasting scene. He's going to take over main commentating. I'll be in here as his color commentator and all that good stuff. So bear with us when we kind of work through it.
I must say, it's not like I already don't do it anyway half the time.
You know what you're doing. That's one good thing about it. So you're not really going to miss much, to be completely honest, but, if any. So coming into tonight, Derek, I know you don't know this because you haven't been here for the first two races, but it has been the RMS show. What I mean by that, Logan Runyon, Dante Curtis dominating each and every race week in and week out. Last week, Logan Runyon dominated at Martinsville, 100 laps led. The week before that at USA Speedway, Dante Curtis dominated 100 laps led. Tonight we're at Richmond. Derek, how do we get through this place? How do we survive it?
Well, here it's not like Martinsville and it's not like USA. And I guess you can kind of tell that because Logan Runyon, he's second on the board, and Dante Curtis, he's fifth on the board. So it seems like we got a couple different guys up at the front. So you already know that this racetrack is a little different. This one, you got to really make sure you get that car, you got to keep it to the bottom, I think. The cars that will succeed, you will see on the bottom.
Yeah, I can tell you from, and you know this as well as I do, our team's working on a center drive off. And I posted a video earlier on the TRM Facebook about a preview for tonight, and one of the most important things, as I say, a lot of these short tracks is drive off. That is the same situation here, but this is a little bit bigger track. I think keeping the car planted on the bottom, like Derek said, especially in the center of the corner, is going to be the most important thing. You've got to keep that car underneath you. We're going to see some accidents, but we might not see as much as what we normally have seen because this track is a little bit bigger. But I do expect to see some kind of accidents, maybe coming off turn 2, coming off turn 4. Could be an issue as well. We know how slick it can come off. So, real fast, look at the weather. There you go, 77-degree air, 77-degree track temp. Biggest problem we could have, wind speed out of the south at 11.43. And there's your track information here at Martinsville. A little over a half a mile at 0.72. Of course, 4 turns. We are going 100 laps. Going to go with qualifying here in a minute. Give you an idea of your top 5: Tim Bills, Logan Runyon, Donald Clark, Russell Tarninsky, Dante Curtis. One thing I've noticed about Donald Clark, and I want to mention him for a minute, especially really spectating him as we will go over to him. Hopefully he don't reset his car, which he probably will as soon as I click it. And, of course, he did. That is not him, by the way. But, anywho, a little bit about Donald Clark is he seems to practice really well. He does seem to get caught up in something that happens to not go his way. If you go and look at the stats, and I'm just looking at stats, I'm not looking at points or nothing like that. Donald Clark comes in here. He is, let me see if I find him. I just had him on my radar. No, I lost him. Where'd he go? Donald Clark, right here. 0 top 5 so far, and only 1 top 10. But if you go and look at his practice times, as you see him now in the 18 car pulling out, but if you go and look at practice times, he's really fast in practice, but unfortunately gets caught up into stuff. Derek, you know from experience of getting caught up into wrecks, not no offense by any of that, by the way, but you know experience of getting caught up into wrecks. I've noticed, I know about it as well. how do you go about trying to not get caught up in a wreck on short tracks?
Really, it's just you gotta be the right place, right time. I think honestly, there's not really anything you can really do, I guess, to really miss these because I know there's been several, especially here lately. We've been doing a whole lot of short track racing. I know we was at Bristol last Tuesday night.
Last week, yeah.
And like if a wreck happened like 5 cars ahead of you, you can't do anything. I mean, it's just it happens all so quickly, and I feel like here it's just you gotta be right place, right time. I think that's the best way to go about getting through these wrecks, and I just think you got to put yourself in the right position. I think maybe it is being in first or second, and that's just it. That's where I think a lot of guys will feel comfortable being able to get away from those wrecks is being up there in the lead because they ain't got to worry about trying to pass somebody, and you would hope that the guy in second isn't going to try to run you over until we get to about lap 90.
Yeah, we're watching Dante Curtis right now. He's the winner at USA Speedway. I don't know of many tracks that is like Richmond as well that we go to. I'm sitting here trying to think. I mean, these guys are honestly carrying the same amount of speed as almost like a cup car that we've seen. Maybe around the same speed that we see a cup car go in. So if you think these guys are slow, think again because they're definitely not. And you see Landon Lacey, he just hit a top time of second place. We'll see if that holds up or not. A.J. Rogers out on track in number 17. He's actually going to shut it down there in 6th place. Donald Clark, we just talked about him. He's actually rolling out, so we'll come back to him. Tim Bills, by the way, jumps up a little bit. Keep in mind, by the way, there is more than 25 drivers qualifying. If you are 25th or behind, you do get sent home. What I'm seeing, we're going to have multiple cars sent home. I got to give Landon credit, man. That was a great lap that he put down. He actually a little bit faster, I believe.
Yeah, I was about to say he was about 3/10 quicker there. I guess him and his teammate must have really been working there. They were able to pick up a little bit of time. I think he's on his last lap right here, going through turns 1 and 2. Got pretty good there. Got down to that yellow line, going down the back straightaway. Looks pretty good. See if he can get it down to turn 3 and 4. He's been struggling with that turn all week long. Right there, does a great job. Car looks like it's stuck right there. Coming out of turn 4. Let's see what kind of time he puts down. Picks up.
None.
Actually,
lost 900ths. Donald Clark actually jumps and knocks him back. So Clark jumps up to 3rd or 4th now. Landon Lacey falls all the way back to 6th as Logan Runyon, Colin Allman putting on a lap. Here's Adam Jocelyn into 78, one of the league sponsors of AJR Racing. You can check that out on Facebook as well. Currently 14th at the moment with the 21.295 coming to the stripe. Adam Jocelyn going to qualify a little bit faster. 21.101 puts him up to 7th, so a good lap there at the moment.
So we've got 3 cars right now that have already put down a lap that will be sent home right now.
Watch Levi Poland too. He's out there.
Yeah, Danny Lawson right now is the one on the hot seat, but Levi Poland, I think
he just shut the car off. Looks like he may shut it down.
Actually, nope. There we go. Danny Lawson now is on the outside looking in.
Joseph McWhorter. And we got Scott Austin on. He's out there. He's already up to 15, so he's okay. Mason Dunn out to qualify into 07 car. You see him. He crosses line 21.507. Going to put him up to 26, so he's going to need a little bit better lap here on his 2nd lap.
Yeah, and he didn't miss it by too much. He missed it by about 200ths there. That can easily be brought back up. As actually, you can tell he's going to stay out on the track actually and try to get a good little jump right here. See if he can get it done here.
And also Russell Brown Jr. and Ryan Lange both just coming out of the pit, so they'll be hitting pit road. And unfortunately, Mason Dunn, we'll see if he can do it on his 3rd lap. Going to get a little loose coming out of 2. See if he can do it.
And
like McWhorter just got bumped back, by the way.
Oh, Dunn got in the wall, and I don't think he will make it. Actually, no, the time will not count. So
right now, the one on the bubble is Jonathan Smith. And Ryan Lange is yet to put down a lap, so we'll see if Ryan can do it. He's usually pretty fast. That's a big name to be knocked out, to see Joseph McWhorter knocked out of this race.
Yep, there we go. And he's still got one more lap left.
5.76, what I'm saying.
Yeah, 5.76. Right there, as you can tell, he kind of loaded up for a second. Now he's going to get ready to get it back going here, try to get a little bit of speed here to go through 3 and 4 to get ready for another hot one. He's just got to hope he doesn't hit the wall here, or else he will be sent home. He's got to hit a 4.43 So he's got to pick up about 10th and a half here. We'll see if he can do it.
It goes wide.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to do him any good.
This will be pretty big if he's sent home.
He's got to be a perfect 3 and 4 here. He got it down. He didn't get down far enough. I don't know. We'll see right here. Coming out of turn number 4.
Does not.
Doesn't get it. Slower.
So he will be sent home, unfortunately. So at the moment, it looks like that. Who do I have? Is that Damian Plymesser, Shane McCurry, Levi Pullen, Ryan Lynch, Danny Lawson? That's a big one. Mason Dunn, Joseph McWhorter is really big to see him get sent home.
Sounds like a couple of big names here. Yeah. Already got sent home kind of quick.
Ryan Lynch was a big one too.
Tim Bliss actually.
Tim Bills.
Going back, Bills.
Yeah, I think he's out there. He's running a different paint scheme. It looks like he's running a. No, it's the same one. Never mind.
No. I guess Shane McCurry must have wrecked on his lap because he could still technically go out and run one more. I think everyone else is done qualifying wise. Tim Bills is probably just out there getting
some laps in. I agree. So it looks like Tim Bills, Colin Allman, Russell Charninsky, Dante Curtis, Donald Clark, Logan Runyon, Landon Lacey, Adam Johnson, AJ Rogers, and Brian Hacker, I apologize, will be your top 10. Pretty good lap times though if you look at everybody inside the top 10. Not very far off if you go all the way back to the. Oh my gosh, you could go pretty far back, 3/10 off from 12th up. So that's not bad. That's pretty close times. And of course, keep in mind these are qualifying setups. I know there's a lot of guys that work on long run setups. I expect, some guys to really pick up the pace on a long run. A lot of guys run lower field, full tape, all that good stuff. So they'll be making adjustments to that. And keep in mind, you cannot actually pit for tires here. So you got to make sure you get that taken care of. So the next time we will be back with these guys after tonight will be next week, April 29th, not August, April 29th for the Autism Awareness 100 Southern National Motorsports Park. That's going to be a great race, kind of like a mini Bristol, except you run a low line. Going to be a very fun place when we hit there, and then we head to Irwindale, once again sponsored by Midwest Powersource, and then we head to Phoenix. That's going to be a unique place to run. In a super late model. So we'll see how this does. Anything we're going to be looking for tonight, Derek? Are you going to be watching to see if anything happens on the longer runs of this race? Will the lines change or anything like that?
These cars, I don't think so. I think we'll see the guys pretty much stay to the bottom. I know this week I've seen everyone move up about a half lane. I don't think we'll see that tonight. I think everyone will try to stay to the bottom, and I think it's going to be one of those, this turn will be used a lot next week. We're going to see a lot of bottom feeders tonight, and I don't think anyone's going to want to get off that bottom.
Yeah, I feel like the tires don't wear out as quick on these cars as you do like a Cup car, Xfinity, or trucks or something like that. But I do start to see a groove, actually, now that I'm up in a blimp a little bit. I was high above the track a little bit there, but seen a pretty good black line on the bottom, so definitely nothing surprising there, but we got about a minute or so left in practice or qualifying. We'll take a quick break. Be right back right after this. Welcome back to NASRA. Short track racing got its best from Richmond International Raceway. This is the Midwest Powersource 100 from Richmond, as the pole has just been completed and gridding starting to take place. In the meantime, we're going to pull in our pole sitter, Tim Bills. We'll wait till he actually grids before we pull him in. Once I find out where he's at. Oh, there he is. So we'll wait till he actually starts to grid before we do anything. Got a pick to win this race, Derek?
TJ White.
I'm going to say the 37 if Tim's actually going to win this one.
You're going to stick with if he gets the pole, he's going to win?
I am. I expect him to lead every lap.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm pulling an upset because I'm going to say there's going to be 3 big ones, and TJ's going to get there and he's going to win.
Definitely interesting. You never know on this place.
Oh, yeah, trust me. I'm going to say either we're going to have a whole bunch of single cars or we can have 3 big ones and there's going to be nobody left.
You wreck coming off turn number 2, man. You know what it can do there. Yeah, we can stack up the whole field. We've seen some big wrecks. Last week at Martinsville, we seen one of the biggest wrecks I've ever seen, and that includes Talladega. And the super late models, I think there was like 12 cars in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and that's at Martinsville, so. Alright, let's pull in Tim Bills and talk to him. If I can find Mr. Bills. Here he is, Willing and Dealing Motorsports, always qualifies well. Hey, Tim Bills, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, starting first tonight, definitely going to help here. Always starting out front helps in these cars. Talk us through your night, man. What's it going to take to keep the car up front?
Well, we're going to try and keep all the fenders on it to start with here. But this is definitely the best place to be starting. So everybody got to try and get around me here and just try and save the car.
Can you relax a little bit more on this track compared to the previous tracks or the upcoming tracks that we go to, knowing this track is just slightly a little bit bigger, but it's still very fast here?
No, I think I still work just as hard here because the front, you're always in a turn, and the back, you know, people can go everywhere on it. So it's just as stressful as the rest of them.
Well, man,
got some good cars back here all behind us.
Yeah, that's for sure. Your teammates not starting too far behind you there. Look good tonight. So good luck. Go out there and see if you can walk out of here with a W tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, man. As we get a look at our grid. Tim Bills with Colin Allman. Row number 2, we got Russell Charninsky and Dante Curtis. Row number 3, we got Donald Clark, Logan Reynard. Row number 4, we got Orlando Lacey and Adam Jocelyn. Row number 5, we got AJ Rogers, Brian Hacker. Row number 6, we got Tyler No Brains Cox, Michael Goddard. In row number 7, we got Jason Tarasenko and TJ White. Russell Brown Jr. will start in row number 8 alongside Jerry Glenn in the 97. Scott Austin, the Scott Austin Designs, will start in 17th alongside Bob Loran. In row number 10, we got Jimmy Babs, keep you on a 00, and AJ Brissett. Row 11, Kyle Lorraine and Charles Lar in 22nd. Christopher Moody and Aaron Ames. In row number 13, we got Jonathan Smith. Keep in mind the 26th place you've seen sent home. Is Derek going to do the honors?
Ah, boy, I've been waiting on to do this. It's been a while since I've got to do this one.
Pump it up.
Ooh, boy.
Pump it up, Derek.
Yeah, you know, here we go. Pace car down, and here we go. Hang on to it. Short track racing at its finest. Super late model stop. Boogity, 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 boys. Let's go right here. Rick, someone grab me some chicken nuggets.
You had it still down Walter, but you threw chicken nuggets in there. I like it. Battle going to be for the lead. We're watching the 67 on the outside of Colin Allman battle Tim Bills. I don't know why I said TJ because I was thinking of your pick. Not going to happen right now for Colin. Battle going to be for third. Russell Charninsky, Dante Curtis, Logan Reynard up on the outside as well, and that is Donald Clark on the inside of
we got a Rick in the back. Rick in the back. He's going to loop it right
Charles
there.
Lar, big crash. 97, 72.
Oh, yep. 3 cars simply do got damage. Definitely the 72. Tyler Cox goes around. along with Jerry Glenn, and I'm trying to see the other car that did get some damage. That might be Charles Lahr. Charles Lahr got the damage right there at the end.
So I'm sitting here looking at the replay, and it looks like the old 11 of Brian Hacker may have gave the old Richmond boot to the 70. Was it the 72? Yeah, the 72.
72 of Tyler Cox. Oh, not.
You know what? I think that was a little bit of a stack up, kind of an accordion effect. Cox got in the back of AJ just a little bit, and it kind of backed it up. And
actually, my fault. Jerry Glenn does not have any damage.
Don't look like anybody's really got any damage, does it?
Now, the only one that might have damage might be the 97.
97? I can't tell if Tyler does or not.
If anything, he's got anything to the door.
He does. He's got a little bit to the door.
I mean,
nothing huge. I mean, it's short track, and honestly, the 97, I know you see that. He's going to come down and get it fixed, but I don't think it's as severe as what it looks. Especially here, I think they'll be able to buff it out and get back out there. Of course, no fast repairs here at...
Actually, the 97 has a lot more damage on his nose than what I thought he did.
Yeah.
Well, of course, remember, they can't take any tires here, so they should be able to get as many of these second repairs needed done here. So they should be able to get in and get out fairly quickly. Tyler Cox probably shouldn't be too long. I think he probably has 45 seconds.
Yeah, I would guess it ain't going to be too long for, honestly, none of them. I mean, it might take a couple cautions to get it all fixed, but they honestly should be fine if they can avoid staying out of trouble. That's just Richmond, man. We've seen it even in a NASCAR race last night. Guys just tend to stack up here. It's an accordion effect. Honestly, I thought we would go green flag longer, being we're only on lap 3 when the caution came out. I do know the admin had a talk with these guys last week, I believe it was, with cautions, because these are some of the best super late model drivers, as I keep mentioning, in iRacing, and that's no lie. If you look at iRating, Derek, you're well aware of what I'm talking about. Guys with 5,000 iRating, they definitely know how to drive, I'm not going to lie. But, these guys still haven't been racing with each other very long, so there's some brand new guys in here, don't know each other's driving style yet, and that tends to happen. It's only the third race of the season, so... But still, an exciting wreck, if you like wrecks. Since Tyler Cox around, and I can imagine the water's coming out of his mouth right now.
Yeah, I'm about to say...
sure, him and Jerry Glenn both.
Another short track. Yeah, I'm about to say one thing. I know with Tyler being on our team and everything, short tracks has killed us the last 2 weeks. I mean, you can tell it, by the way. Thankfully, no one records that individual TeamSpeak rooms because I'm already...
I would like to do that with everybody's TeamSpeak room. I really wish I could.
Except for the overtake, because you would only hear you would hear about the same 5 words, and they'd all be directed towards somebody.
Yeah, especially in short track racing. I think everybody hates each other.
Yeah, I'm about to say last night. I mean, it wasn't so bad last night, but I remember at Bristol last week, it was awful.
I even get so mad I even talk to my pit crew.
Oh yeah, but I cussed up my crew last night. They were working.
I mean, I think everybody does it. The thing that a lot of people need to keep in mind, though, it's only one race. And that's my biggest thing, too. I think that, because I know I do it a lot, too, and I get mad, but I think, a lot of these guys need to understand it is just one race. If you wreck out, move on.
Yeah, don't tell them that 5 seconds after they wreck. Yeah,
I would love to listen to everybody's TeamSpeak, though. I wish we had that power, but I would probably not be allowed to show that or play that.
Exactly.
I'm sure there's words.
Back up here.
We are about to go back green. It is Tim Bills, who was side-by-side with that 67 to 67 of Colin Allman. Actually made it work for a second last time by. We'll see if he's able to keep up this time. Pace cars in. Remember, they can't go at any time. Green flag back out in the air. Here's the 37. He's going to clear the 67. Cannot change the line. There he goes. Now he does. Side-by-side everywhere else.
Brought the 19 right there in a second. He may get ready to take this. Looks like, actually, we may have some 3 wide back there in the back, actually. I did see that. It looks like they may have got it all calmed down for the time. No, there's still 3 wide. Tyler Cox right in the middle. It's actually, he's getting banged around back there. They got all that situated out now. Actually, the 2 guys that got in, it was actually him and Jerry Glenn getting into it right there.
Hi, above, we're watching the battle for 3rd place. Russell Charnensky and Logan Runyon starting to creep his way up. Inside, Logan trying to take away the 3rd spot. He does take it away, bringing teammate Dante Curtis, the 2 most dominant cars so far this season. has battled their way up to 3rd and 4th place. Here comes Donald Clark now, looking to the inside of the 19. We'll see if he can take it away, trying to make that car stick to the bottom. Right there's Derek, where you see cautions happen. You see the 18 come up just a little bit in the center of the corner. We said that was one of the most important things. That's where cautions tend to happen if somebody's on your outside.
Well, not just that, though, but also another move that the 19 made. He got down. He was coming down either way, and that's also another bad problem that you'll see, especially at short track. If there's even a half a second of a gap, they're going to take it. The 18 gets major.
I see now. I see it. Big trouble.
Big wreck on the back. Cars keep upon him. 3, 4 cars. He's come back up the track. More getting involved.
Woo! Donald Clark, unfortunately, another bad circumstance takes place with him. Looks like the 14 has evolved. The 17 of A.J. Rogers.
He's done. I thought he...
I see a bunch of cars smoking.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what really caused that to get bad is whenever that 17 car went back up onto the track. That just...
No. The 17 did not call. I'm looking at it now. Go look at Donald Clark. You'll see Landon Lacey makes contact. Donald Clark gets loose. Landon Lacey making contact with the quarter panel and sends the 18 into the wall. It looks like Landon tried to make a... I don't honestly know. It looked like he tried to dive to the inside really fast. Maybe thought there was a wreck because where the 17 on his outside got the wall. And he seen the 18 check up. And he tried to dive to the inside. I'm sitting here looking. I think Clark may have... Yeah, he was off the gas, and Landon tried to avoid it.
Actually, I'm seeing net code between Landon and the 18 anyway. So that didn't help it any. And what I was saying, though, what made this wreck a little bit worse than what it was, whenever the 17 made contact with the 84, it just kind of sent it. They didn't go anywhere. They didn't go down the track any. The 17 went back up, collects the 23, collected off the 14 again.
You want to see it crazy, and I hate keep talking about Tyler, even though he's my teammate. I usually don't like doing that, but you want to see a crazy view. Right on board with him. I don't know how he made it through this. Right on board with Tyler Cox. Oh my gosh.
I'm about to say, I just had to back it up. I had to find him for a second.
No reason why he should have made it through that.
You know what he's singing in TeamSpeak right now?
Yeah. But that is circumstances of Richmond.
Woo.
I think that's any short track.
And you know, that was the exact thing I was talking about pre-race, was the wrecks happened so quickly you couldn't make a reaction. That's just it. Once the 17 came back up the track, there was nothing that any of those guys could have done. I mean, they were all just stuck there. And
what's bad, you see Donald Clark in the 24th place now with a lot of damage. And unfortunately, another week going out the window with a really fast car. And I hate to put it like this, Derek, but he was faster than where he was running. You know, really, he should have never been back even where he was. I think he was like running 9th or something. He was a fast car. So, unfortunately, one of the fast guys gets taken out, and product of Richmond, I guess we could say. Just have to move on. So, we'll see how...
That's short track at its best. Oh, you gotta love it, especially whenever your girlfriend's watching the broadcast and calls you out for voice cracking.
That's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta love it. But man, talk about some exciting racing. Only in 15 laps in. I
noticed that your voice is trying to get a little bit deeper now that you mention it. Hey guys, Derek Pemberton here.
Well, you know, I don't like being called out on that kind of stuff. So I mean, you know what I mean here.
He's embarrassed. I bet you're blushing, right?
Yeah.
It's funny.
Figured out anyway it wouldn't have been there, but apparently it was.
There it is again.
Shut up!
Oh man, get ready to go back green. Here for the Midwest Powersource 100. See what happens here. Going back green on lap 16. Come on, voice crack, get us going.
Yeah. I already know that's about to be my nickname next week.
Yes, sir.
Pace car back down. Leader is gone. He
According to
actually
fact,
much better jump that time.
03 had a tire spin.
majorly. Actually, that's going to cause a big stack up through the field here. Actually, it wasn't near as bad as what I thought it was.
Yeah, 06 Logan Runyon trying to take away second. Man, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have to keep that 06 behind you. I'm just going to be honest because he is, once again, in a hurry. Not much surprise there.
Actually, he gets a little bit of the apron there. I know that's one thing y'all were getting mad at me earlier this week about.
Yeah.
Getting that apron. He used that work to his advantage.
I don't know in these cars. Whoa. What happened? What happened to 67? They didn't touch. Did they touch?
I wouldn't be surprised. It seemed like Logan got in there a little bit.
I'm showing a complete net code if they touched. Like, I'm talking about half a car.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, good luck explaining that one.
Yeah, I've never seen it. Well, yeah, I have.
Damage though.
He does,
have damage.
which is weird.
Gotta love it, iRacing.
He's got it as well in the right front fender as well. Huh. So anyway, we'll jump back a little bit here. Jonathan Smith. Oh, never mind. We're not going to jump there. He's one lap down. Russell Brownlow Jr. battle of 25. AJ Brissett. AJ started up in the 20th position. He's up to 13th now. Clean car in that next-gen paint scheme. Love that paint scheme on that car. Coming out of turn 4, he's trying to run down Russell Brownlow Jr. Russell.
I know I hate talking about this. Look at Tyler Cox. He's already back inside the top 10. Just took over 9th.
Brian Hacker just gave that up to him.
I mean, that's just it. Let's see, and I don't think...
Want to mention the fastest car on track last time by was Adam Jocelyn. Actually, that was the last time, so let's see this time. Looks like our leader, and then it was Dante Curtis. No, Logan Runyon and Dante Curtis, not surprised there. Battle for 4th place, Adam Jocelyn trying to run down Russell Charniski. Should I say try to pass Russell? He's already ran him down. Started in 8th place, up to 5th. Trying to take away 4th as we ride on board with the driver of the 78.
19 got loose.
A little bit of bobble out of the Subway car. I want some Subway right now.
Seriously.
Listen here, Pizza Boy. Oh, man, I love that paint scheme that Jocelyn's runs, though.
Yeah, I do.
It's awesome looking.
Actually, he actually got a good run right there on the 19. He's going to look to the inside of him. Let's see if the 19's going to give it to him. No, the 19's going to kind of half shut the door. You don't want to do that. Either you want to shut it or get out. Oh, he gets loose right there.
He may have a chance here going down into 1.
Yep, 19's actually going to let it go. Let him have it.
One thing I want to show, by the way, Derek, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you have your graphics up that high on this race or not. Look at the right or left front tire. You can see that thing glowing red as they go down into the turn. One thing about this track that I noticed, very, Derek, and you can account for this, very easy to overwork the brakes going into these corners.
Can't say that I didn't do that a couple times last night, but you know, that's not the point.
See Tyler Koss getting around to 67, moving him up to 7th. He's one of our biggest movers right now in the race in the 72 car. A little bit... Everything out right now kind of balanced out. I was going to go a little bit further back.
Oh boy, looks like we got some pretty harsh words going on in the chat in the simulator. AJ Rogers not too happy with someone in particular. Don't got to know which way that one's going. Just talking about, you know, it's a odd way to earn no respect. So that's going to be kind of interesting to see how the admins are going to have to take care of that one. I don't really know what AJ's kind of upset about, though. He just kind of got caught up in the mess. It's just when the 18 got sent back up across the track, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. Took out some really good cars, like I mentioned. I personally thought, I think Landon honestly should have checked up in that wreck. I do. But he was carrying a lot of speed. He thought he did the right move. You know, I think it could have went either way. You know, if Landon honestly would have made it underneath the 18, we would not be hearing anything about it. We wouldn't even seen a wreck.
No, I say the only reason why that wreck got so big is because it did happen and those cars kind of got sent back up on the track.
What makes it worse is how fast every one of them cars was.
Yeah, I'm about to say, that wasn't, you know, your normal mid-pack wreck. I mean, those guys were battling for 4th, 5th, 6th, and then some of the guys that were hanging around about 15. Actually, Logan Runyon has actually caught down our leader here, making it a little bit interesting here. 37 really hasn't had a whole lot of competition now. All of a sudden, that 06 showing himself in his mirror, and it's getting a little bit bigger lap after lap. I'll tell you that. It's actually
it is.
May have just gotten in the wall a little bit.
Yeah, he went a slower lap too compared to these guys in front of him. Actually, slower than everybody behind him as well last time by. I do want to mention this time by Tim Bills, a little bit faster that time, maybe picking up the pace here just slightly, trying to stretch that lead back out. We'll see though. Still 2/10 between both of these guys. Logan once again starting in 6th place. A little bit different starting spot. Didn't have to qualify, but I always got a feeling when it comes to these RMS guys, and I feel like that's with a lot of these guys in here. They want the car to start off really tight. You see Logan going up the track a little bit. Looks like he's actually running that line on purpose, but these guys want the car to start off a little bit tight, and then you want it to loosen up as the run goes on. Loose equals fast, so you're going to be faster, and now you really see Logan. He has caught the back end of Tim Bills, trying to run him down as we are already on lap number 34 of this race. Remember, on lap 50, we're going to try something a little bit different on TRN. We're going to let Derek Pemberton commentate his first full race, and we'll take over the permanent broadcast for the remainder of the race. I'll do the interviews, of course, of the drivers, Derek.
Good.
Yeah, but we'll let him try a little bit different. Something a little bit new that we're going to try, a little bit different point of and stuff like that. Russell Burrow Jr. looking to try to get underneath the 70 car, or 11 car, I'm sorry, Brian Hacker, and Scott Austin there as well. Keep your eye on that 5 car. Scott Austin hasn't had the season I thought he would have so far. Very fast driver, always fast. I've seen him race in numerous different, very good leagues, and they continue to run well in. He comes in here for this race. I'm trying to find it. He does have 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, but he don't have the win yet. I think that's coming though. Scott Austin, one of the fastest guys we watch week in and week out, and then you see him actually.
Yellow. Leader. Oh no! Logan Runyon 37 apparently got involved.
Nah.
Oh no! I'm not going to say I didn't think it would happen about 5 laps ago. I just thought, I was like, it would be funny if that happens. Well,
let's
I
see.
think I got my wish.
Oh, he got a lot of damage too. They're not happy with each other either.
Yeah, Logan Runyon, much as I'm going to hate to say it, Logan Runyon, that's all on Logan there. Oh,
yeah, he got into him pretty good. Seen him around. And honestly, Logan did slow up. Maybe try not to let him, and then sadly, 2 of our fastest guys in this race.
The only thing I think Logan could be mad about is that Tim coming back up on the track, but Tim at that point, it was either that or really ruin his race and put that in the tire barriers there.
Honestly, looking at the replay, it looked like the 06 tried to slow back down when he got to the back and tried to let him go back in front. I don't know if they're actually angry at each other. I don't think Logan meant to turn him, but Tim Bills probably thinks otherwise.
Don't tell Tim Bills that, because you already know he's not going to listen to it.
So, Dante Curtis going to take the lead, and if I'm not mistaken, by the way, there is a black flag penalty it gives out to, I think, both of them, since they was involved in the wreck. I think they handed out to both. I can't remember if they just handed out to one. Maybe they don't hand it out to nobody anymore. I can't remember how that works.
I haven't seen them hand out any yet.
Yeah, I can't remember if they actually handed out anymore. Logan Runyon pulling up beside his teammate, getting his damage checked on that car, and you can see your damage here yourself. Logan, if you're watching the broadcast, there you go. The nose not looking too friendly. But you know what? As bad as that may look, you would think it would slow him down.
Probably not.
I don't think it's going to slow him down, but I will say how flat that nose is, it will create some drag.
I'm going to say, right now, though, he wins my Modified of the Race award. Yes, we are bringing it back. The Modified of the... Actually, hang on a second now. Hold on.
I don't think you're done with that one yet.
Warren may actually beat him on that one. I don't know. He's looking more like a... what's the weird-looking dirt car?
Sprint?
No, not Modified? The Sprint. The
no,
yeah, the super... the late model?
Yeah, he looks like a late model.
Yeah, really like the one that's got that weird on the yeah. That's what the 71 or the 14 looks like.
Well, he's going to go down and get it fixed, so he can't get that award.
Well, right, boy, I don't think I've ever had the winner of the race actually win the modified of the race award.
That'll be different, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I don't know about feeling handing that one out to him, though.
Yeah, right.
We already won the race. I mean, that's just it. We're supposed to bring out someone, that, they've had a pretty bad day. If you go on and win the race with the modified of the race award, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so we are about to go back green. Remember, here in just a few laps, we are going to be switching it over to Derek as he gets set to commentate his first full broadcast. Well, the rest of the broadcast, I'll be his color commentator.
Which ought to be interesting, may I add?
That's going to be kind of weird, me listening to you.
Yeah, it would be.
Nah, it'd be fun. Get ready to go back green here at Richmond for the NASRA, NASRA. Check them out, racenasra.com. Midwest Powersource 100. Awesome, thanks to Midwest Powersource for the sponsorship of tonight's race. Check them out. Just go to Google and you type that in, it's the first thing that pops up. As the pace car pulls in, green flag, back out in the air. Let's see if that hurts the 06 with that damage.
Probably will.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens if Tim Bills does get back up there, though. Because he is not far behind. Russell Tarninsky going to go wide. That's going to allow this 78 of Adam Jocelyn to get underneath and take over third spot. Here comes Tim Bills now looking underneath the 19 car. See the 72 as well, looking underneath Michael in the 40.
Here comes the 78 to the inside of the 06. The 06 not wanting to give it to him. Actually, the 78 may give him a little bit of a bump. They're side by side coming out of turn number 2.
Out of turn 2, we're going to drive down this short little straightaway on the back stretch. Into turn 3, still side by side. That is the 78 of Jocelyn. Logan Runyon with that damage. Going to probably have to give up that spot, being that inside line is the preferred line here at Richmond.
It's actually more battling on throughout the field. Looks like they're about 2 wide back there. Tyler Cox still on the outside, trying to get to the inside back there, right behind the 40 of
Michael Godwin. Goodard? How do you say that?
Your best guess is mine.
Yeah, I always pronounce his name wrong too.
Right there, actually, wow.
Oh, look at this. Logan Runyon, by the way, and Tim Bills, nose to tail.
Oh, yeah, we need to keep our eyes on this. This right here could get interesting going into turn 3.
Look to the outside.
The corner. You
He
know what
did.
I'm saying.
I don't think so.
I don't know. He did a chance to get right. Oh, he's going to try to dive bomb right here through the center of the corner. Let's see if he can get there. He's there. Logan runs wide. Tim gassed it up really early right there. He may put him in the wall a little bit. They may have bumped right there a little bit as well.
Great racing here for third place. For third place. Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
Tim able to have his nose out front. He does have a position for now. Logan trying to fight on that outside. Looks like he may have to give up his spot to Tim Bills. He does.
Now we want to keep our camera still kind of glued on right here.
I think so.
He almost got back to him again. Oh, that would have been interesting.
And it would have been. I'm not going to lie. That would have been very interesting to see what happened. Meanwhile,
19.
That's what I was going to say. Meanwhile, the 19, Russell Tarninsky now starting to creep up. Meanwhile, up for the lead, Adam Jocelyn all on the back of Dante Curtis right now. Looking to the inside for the lead.
Jocelyn looks like he'll take that one to the
Wow. Wow.
Dante ain't going to race him too hard. Actually, the 19 just gave Runyon a little bit of a bump. Now the 19's the inside. Here comes Landon out of nowhere on the top lane. About to try to take him.
Oh, the 19.
19 a bump.
Woo!
Give Logan a little bit of a bump.
I don't know what to watch there.
Here comes Landon back hard on the outside of the 40. Logan Runyon still trying to get on the back of the 19. 19 runs it a little bit wide. Boy, you know that this is interesting. Here comes Landon making pass.
Look at 3 wide, 3 wide.
This not gonna work. This if they 40 checks out. Logan doesn't think about it. Now Logan gets to the bottom. Landon still hanging hard on the outside.
Landon Lacey with the pass of the night.
Logan pulls it down.
He may be coming up pit road.
He's gonna be
I think he's overheating.
Huge troubles right there. That could be very big for the points.
Major playoff implications. Major points implications, sorry.
Major points implications. cases. Actually, he just pulled it down. He towed it back to his pit stall there. Boy, that's big.
All right, guys,
there.
what we're going to do right now, pass it over. Derek Pemberton's going to take over the main broadcast. This is his first one ever, so please just bear with it. He's new to it, even though he's usually broadcast before. So from here on out, Derek Pemberton will be your main commentator.
All righty. I'm trying to get caught back up here. Had some information just get to me here. So, of course, Adam Jocelyn in the lead here. Second place, of course, if I keep on going the wrong way here, Dante Curtis is in second. Tim Bill's actually still hanging on in third. And then we've got Russell Arsky?
You made me mess up. Now I don't even know how to say it. Charninsky.
Charninsky, yep, okay. And then
one hard in the wall. Tyler Cox plowed the wall. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. He made it look, from the way that it looked like he just overran the corner.
No, he had some help.
Ooh, who'd he get some help from?
Looks like the 40 got him.
Yep, dude. Oh, actually, it didn't even look like he even tried to make corner a little bit there, but Tyler, thankfully, he kept it straight. We're still going to hang green here. Tyler's struggling bad right now. Struggling really, really bad.
Yeah, that damage, you see it right there. I think he may be done for the night. That damage really, he can't even turn the car. You see it right there.
Yeah, he may have messed up the toe right there, because I know I had that problem Friday night. I barely hit that right side, and it just looked like he missed the toe all up. Yeah, Tyler, he's just going to drop back. He's still getting in the wall. He can't
turn it, yeah.
Now, he might be done. Actually, Dante Curtis actually is kind of caught back to, actually, no, right there. He actually pulled back out a good little battle there. It's actually Tim. He's actually started to run back down the top three. Actually, then Lacey back there made a good little move to try to get to the inside of the 19. Couldn't quite get there.
That 502 car looking really fast right now. Last time by, Alator's still the fastest right now, but Tim Bill's really good lap last time by. We got a battle, it looks like, by the way, for 6th place. The 70 and the 40. And then you got Scott Austin right there as well, in 8th, looking on.
Yeah, Scott Austin. I mean, you kind of hinted on him, but we really haven't talked a lot about him. AJ Percent right there, one of them. Actually, several guys trying to find their way inside the top 10. We haven't talked much about today. They're trying to make a good little run here, try to get some good points, pick up some good points here. It's actually Landon once again looking to the inside. Tyler Cox, as you can see right there on pit road, he might be done for the night. Still side by side for Landon Lacey. He beats the 19 to the line here. 19 doing a good job hanging on the outside.
Woo!
Landon
what a pass.
Clears him.
I ain't gonna lie, he had to pass it out a few minutes ago on the outside. That was an amazing pass.
Yeah, that was interesting. It's actually back here at the 70 and the 40. 70 runs up a little bit on the 40. Has to get out of it.
It looked like 70 got a little loose or something there. I couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah, he kind of went up the track to the center as Landon is gone.
Uh-oh. I think he may have just disconnected.
His qualities.
That is not good. Unfortunately for Landon Lacey, going to drop out of the top 5. And I'm sure Ward's right now very happy.
Oh, boy, you got to love the overtake rooms, don't you?
Yeah. At the moment, by the way, Derek, I am showing 15 cars now on the lead lap.
Mm-hmm. Boy, I'm kind of surprised in that, we had a couple of big wrecks. So we got 15 good cars on the lead lap here.
I don't think his battle's done all the way, but Adam Jocelyn right now, though, how about him? I know you have the stats, I think, as well, but what I'm seeing, he has yet to have a top 5 finish this year. And honestly, I can go back a little bit further than that. Even last season, Derek, I got, looking at last season's stats, Adam Jocelyn comes in here, I don't even think he got a win last year. No wins last year, only 3 top 5s. So he felt something in this one.
Yeah, I'm about to say, the only good thing so far this season is that he did have a pole.
Yeah.
He does have one pole. Actually, he didn't even lead the lap in that race. Actually, no, wait. They didn't put any laps left. Well, thank you. Making me feel a little bit stupid there.
Yeah, I know he hasn't had any laps, but actually, this is the first race in the last 2 races that we've had different leaders.
Tyler Cox just got DQ'd.
Not sure why. Probably because of damage. I'm not real sure.
Me neither. I'm about to say they was talking about it over game chat, and just whenever I finally figured out what was going on, as Tim Bills makes the pass, just happened to look, and Tyler Cox was DQ'd.
Okay. A disqualification for the number 72.
Boy, that's weird putting Tyler Cox in 72. So trying to see if we got any
good battle back here, yeah.
Yeah, with the 19. Actually, with these same four, the 19, 40, 70, and the 5.
I think it's the closest one on track, too, I believe.
For the most part, 40 trying to get the 19 a little bit of a bump. As actually here comes the 70 looking now.
A little bit of information. Russell Brown started back in 15th.
Boy, he's been doing good getting up through the field now. By the way, Logan Runyon just disconnected from the server, so his night is officially done.
It's a big hit for him.
Yeah, big hit in the point. 70 gets really loose down there on the bottom. Boy. And
what makes it big for Logan, Derek, I was sitting there thinking he actually did not run the first race. He won the second one, and then this one he's going to finish, you know, possibly, yeah, he's going to finish, I think, even further back. We still got 30 laps to go. There's a chance he could finish 19th, maybe a little bit further. But, man, that's a big hit right there.
Yeah, big definitely points hit right there. Still pretty good tight racing. Kind of back here for about 4th on back to about 7th. As the 40 once again trying to get to the inside of the 19. As we go back up front to our leader here, Adam Jocelyn pretty much starting to pull out a little bit here on Tim. He's about a 1.8 second gap now. I believe that this gap is going to continue to grow. We'll see what it looks like. Actually, right there, gap kind of stayed about the same. So it looks like... So now we're going to kind of still sit back here. Still going to go back here and look. 40 and 19. Actually, 19 may got a little bit of the wall right there. 40 trying to make an evasive move now. So actually, we got a little bit of a battle kind of back behind these guys. AJ Persett and Colin Allman. They're battling. 25 looking, trying to see. Looks like he's got a little bit of damage. Wow, actually a lot of damage right there on the passenger side right there on the front wheel right there. You can completely see that wheel. Doesn't look like he's got too much other damage besides that, but that's probably going to hurt him as this race continues on. As we're just now underneath 30 laps to go. We're at 29 laps to go right now.
Yeah, Derek, I'm actually, sorry about that, I'm going to cut you off. I'm actually looking at AJ Persett. His last couple of laps have actually been a little bit slower than even some of the guys behind him. Somebody I noticed is starting to pick up the pace is the 83, running right now in 11th place, Kyle Lorraine. Last time by, this time by, should I say, just ran at 22.5. Not a horrible lap. I feel like he's definitely got a top 10 car looking at him. Yeah,
most definitely. Right there is actually, he's in P11 right now. Trying to catch another guy we really haven't talked a whole lot about is Brian Hacker. I think it's the first time I've even said his name tonight. He's right there running the top 10, you know. Just got to try to hang on. He's actually got a fast person in 83. 83 looks like he's going to make that dive back from the start-finish line. It looks like the 11 may just go on and give it to him. Actually, no. Actually, the 11's going to try to hang on the outside there. They're going to get kind of close right here, getting off the corner. Actually, we got a slow car here. Looks like he's fishtailing a little bit. The 84, actually, TJ White, he's several laps down, actually.
Yeah, I got caught up early, I believe. Yeah, I got caught up early in them wrecks.
He did get caught up in that earlier wreck. Just to let you know, Adam Jocelyn still starting to kind of still pull out on Tim here. Actually, Tim's kind of put himself kind of in his own area, as Dante Curtis really can't do a whole lot.
I'm looking at this battle, by the way, back here. Michael Godred was able to get around Charninski, and here comes the 70. Russell Brown Jr. took the peek to the inside of the 19. These four guys have been together for the last, how many laps, Eric? 20, you think?
Every bit of 20, yeah. I would think now. Just all good right now. Actually, 19. He made a you gotta think, we're gonna start seeing a lot more of those aggressive moves. Yeah. Because that's a short track move right there. You start
it's time to go.
Yeah,
I agree. And you got to start moving people now, honestly. I understand you want to be friendly and stuff, but it's time to start using that chrome horn that's on the front of your car to try to get around some of these other guys.
And you got to think, that 5 car, he's been sitting back there kind of patient.
Yeah.
Like we said, haven't talked a whole lot about him. You got to think, we don't know exactly what he can do. We don't know how much he's holding back.
I agree. How much have these guys actually saved? You know what I mean? I mean, right now they're too. I'm gonna be honest. They're too far right now to catch the leader. They're not going to catch the leader before the end of this race unless we have a caution. How much have these guys saved as far as tires go? I feel like Scott Austin is one of them guys that saves tires.
Yeah, and that's just though. Really, I don't think anyone did save tires, maybe except for someone like the 5. Because you got to think, he knows he's not going to pass all these guys in 5 laps.
He started in 17th.
The what?
He started in 17th place.
Wow, and he's got a chance maybe for a good top 5 finish.
Yeah.
Actually, he's going to look to the inside of the 70 this time.
Oh.
He does not get there, so looks like he's going to have to try to wound it back up, maybe in a couple more laps, maybe try to make another good run at it.
Yeah, and I don't know, really looking, I don't know how patient, like we keep saying, I don't know how long you want to be patient with these guys. I understand he's trying to let these guys in front of him race their tires off even more. But at some point, like I said, might be a good idea. And maybe he just don't have it in his car. Maybe he's used his stuff up as well.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you won't really know unless he can kind of get them separated.
Yeah, I agree. So Scott Austin Design right now running in 7th place right now, in number 5. Everything kind of spaced out just a little bit with the exception of these guys.
Yeah, I'm about to say, they're the only guys that are within a second of each other. Because you got to think this lead is continuing to grow now. It's over it's almost 2.5 seconds between first and second. Then it's almost 5 seconds back to Dante Curtis. So you want to talk about a statement for Adam Jocelyn right now.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a on the back.
70, Russell Brown. Willis Brown. Caution.
Oh,
ooh, man. That is not what Jocelyn wanted.
No. With only now, we just now got 19 laps to go.
Man, that is not what Jocelyn wanted.
That's also not what Russell wanted either. He had a chance at a top 5 finish on the day, and that's just unfortunately going to end his night up in flames. Well, guys, like we said, we got 18 laps to go, and while we're underneath the hill, we're going to go on another quick commercial break, so we'll see you back here in just right before we go back green. Welcome back to the Midwest Power Source 100, of course, brought to you by Midwest Power Source. We just now got 15 laps to go as the pace lights are still on, and you want to talk about some drama getting brought into this right here at the end of the race. Adam Jocelyn looks like he was going to walk away in fashion to win this race, and out of nowhere, all of a sudden now everything's kind of scrambled back together, and we don't really know what to do with these last 14 laps.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. Really looking at the guys that's up front, your top 5, I'm really watching this 40 car in this restart, honestly. He don't have a lot of damage. I know Jocelyn don't have a lot of damage. We know Tim Bills is fast even with the damage, but I don't think Dante Curtis will have the car to win. But it's going to be interesting if he can keep these other 4 cars behind him that we watched during that run, that long run we just had, to see if they can get around him. He will be starting on the inside, which is good for him.
Now, we will have 13 laps to go once we do come back green here, and I'm going to go and tell you this. We kind of saw it a little bit in that last run. Being nice is out the door now.
Yeah.
There's no more Mr. Nice Guy, because I'm going to go and tell you this. 2 more yellows, this race is over. No matter when we get them, we will only have 2 more yellows. Now, I don't really know if you want to. I know some people don't like to look at it that way, but my thing is, with the way that this could potentially go, you're racing to 5 to go. So you got to race it, like there's not 13 coming to 13. You got to race like you're coming to like 8. So this could get very interesting here as the pace cars are ready to come down, and 78 is gone.
Here comes that 03. Look to the inside of the 37. That may help Dante a little bit. I didn't think he would have the speed to keep up, but.
40 trying to get down. Here comes the 19 trying to look to the inside of him.
Oh, that 19 cut the 40 a break.
Actually, the 37 actually made a little bit of contact with the 03. He gets to the inside of him. Oh, this is all looking good for Adam right now. Adam,
what he wants.
Yeah, he wants it to be side by side there. Actually, here comes the 40 out of nowhere. He's going to try to get to the inside.
Don't count that 40 out, man. He looks fast. So does that 19.
Yeah, look at that bump it in the back. We should still be yellow.
Caution is out. Who is that? Looks like Aaron Ames around the 57 in turn number 2.
Yeah, he was the one that I saw.
Blown up too, man. Wow, we had a lot of blown up cars tonight.
Exactly what I saw there. They looks like they just kind of got stacked up. The 11 got a little bit loose. The 57. Oh, hard impact for the 57.
No doubt he blew up. Wow.
I'm surprised how the car even fired up. I mean, that was a very hard incident there for the 57. You can tell right there, this 11 got a little bit loose, trying to miss the 99, and just that's what you see even in real life. Just the cars just try to come up and they just go straight into that.
Did it look like the 11 may have locked up the brakes to you? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, because he was trying to miss the 99, and he just.
We spoke about it, a few minutes ago about locking up the brakes. Good possibility, and honestly, it looks like that's what happened kind of there. It looks like it kind of locked him up a little bit. So this ain't what Jocelyn wants.
No, and like I said, now you're racing to 95, I think. Because who knows when this next yellow can come out.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how Tim's got to race this now. This 03 gets in your way after this restart. You got to move him because you got to go catch Jocelyn now. Like, you got to almost got to stay with Jocelyn here as soon as the green drops.
I'll be honest, I hope when these guys horse the back, I hope they can make like a hard dash here at the end. And I mean, we only got 13 cars on the lap, but I would love to see somebody like Jerry Glenn or somebody like that really make a hard dash, even the 83, and possibly get a top 5 out of this.
Yeah, because, I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe if these guys wreck, maybe no yellow will come out, and maybe we can see something interesting. Now, with the way that the yellows get thrown here, I think we'll get that fortunate, but who knows?
Looking at some of the paint schemes real fast. H&H Sign Supply, like given to the local companies. Dante Curtis Designs. Of course, Subway. I don't know exactly. Rocky Ridge, I apologize. On Colin Allman's car. Remember, pole sitter, by the way. He's still in this race, up to 6th right now. Scott Austin Designs, always a great painter. Kyle Lorraine, Jab Productions on the front of his car. AJ Percent, Next Gen iRacing Paints. A lot of different paint schemes in here made by different painters. Christopher Moody's got the Bang logo. Air Insurance Options, Midwest Power Source. Brian Hacker's paint scheme, awesome paint scheme. You got the 97. Then you got the Caterpillar, which is honestly my favorite paint scheme, I think, out of all these. Just the way that looks on it is awesome. So, back to Derek. We get ready to go.
Woo, sorry about that. All right, yeah.
Keep overeat chicken wings.
No, yeah. What's better, pizza and chicken wings? I mean,
I'm watching a race. I mean, honestly, yeah. I agree.
I thought we were lining back up there, but no, we're still going to go at least under one more pace lap here. Adam, if this is you in this situation, what position would you want to be in?
The 78 spot.
Honestly, I would disagree with you on that.
Yeah, I mean, real fast, I want to give a shout out to Christian Peterson. I don't know if he's watching. I'm going to give you a shout out. You became the 400th subscriber on this channel. So shout out to him. It's very awesome. And thank you for subscribing. But I mean, honestly, yeah, I think the 78.
I'll be in the 03 spot.
Yeah, the 78, the 03, the 19. Anywhere on the inside row is definitely better. The thing is, with the 78 being able to dictate this restart, I still don't think Dante Curtis is faster than the 37.
Mm-hmm.
But man, his car don't look like it's as bad as, you know.
As bad as it could be.
Yeah, I mean, it don't look as damaged as what I thought it was. I thought he had way more damage than that. It actually does not look bad.
Well,
compared to the
right
37.
Here, this one is for all the marbles right
Unless we get a caution straight out.
Yeah. Here we go. 78 gone. 03 doesn't go. That can give the 37 the opportunity once to get across the line. No, the 03 is going to get there, but the 37 is still going to try to get down. Not going to get there.
Oh!
We got to bring it back.
If a caution flag flies, we will not see. We will go green one more time.
14 needs to hurry up and get out of the way. He did get it back. No, he looped it.
He's still sitting there. This may throw a caution. Big wreck on the front stretch. Multiple cars.
Oh, they're going to come back up on the track. They're still wrecking back behind. 6, 7, 8 cars at least involved.
Woo!
Oh, and that is huge right there at the end.
Man.
Tim Bill's involved. Donald Clark involved. Dante Curtis also one involved.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cars.
Adam Justin will win this race. Russell
Charninsky gonna finish second, man.
Wow.
How about that?
We were so focused on the 14. I don't even know what happened.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a replay of that again real fast, Derek.
Oh. Alrighty. So, the course 37 was still on the outside of the 03. The 03 just ran the 37 out. Oh, no, he made contact with it. And they just kind of went back up, and they just collected everybody. 15 did a good job avoiding it, so did the 11. And they just kind of continued to wreck back behind, just trying to get checked up. Boy, that normal short track racing right there.
No, I'm not gonna lie, I feel bad for Scott Alston in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Kept his car clean all night, and unfortunately that happens. Almost was able to clear the 37. 83, man, he was doing a great job.
Yeah, a lot of these cars were doing a very good job. Oh, Scott just couldn't get down low enough.
I think Tim Bill's too happy about that one.
No? I'm about to say, Tim's been kind of on the bad end of a lot of mess tonight. As actually, Scott Austin, he still pulls out a top 10. He will be an 8th, but Adam Jocelyn.
You know, Tim Bill might not be happy, but I hate to say it, I don't think Dante personally did anything on that.
No, just kind of, we're just too
I think
close.
that was racing, yeah. I think that's just racing deal.
I completely agree with that statement. Of course, it's not my bump and run, but that was definitely a bump.
It was. So, looks like Jocelyn going to get his first win. Congratulations to him, man.
I'm about
Like,
to say that's his first career win in this series,
Yeah.
and I'm still waiting on my first ever career win in a series.
in a league
So,
race.
I'm about to say, I can't wait for that feeling, because I know that I'm getting antsy trying to, just get to that point. Actually, we got a car that just blew up. The 40 blew up, and the 99 is trying to push him across. Don't really know how that's going to go with the...
Gonna be honest, I wouldn't push him. Although I like Michael. I think he definitely deserves a top 5. It would be awesome to see it.
Colin also blew up. Third place car just blew up.
No.
Colin will not make it. He will have
Oh my gosh. Wait, he's getting pushed.
He's getting pushed. This could get ugly right here.
Yeah.
He's
Wait.
not gonna get back up there in time though. They're gonna penalize him. That's gonna be a penalty, right?
I don't know.
Because they're coming to the. Do they just get the checker there? Or are they coming to?
No, they're going to white flag now. I don't know.
Because he still got to get on
the 99's going to push both of them.
Yeah. Don't really know how that's going to work over.
Hey, I give him credit. Anyway, Derek, call the ending here.
Well, Adam Johnson, it may not be on the green, buddy, but here you go, coming out of turn number 4, the 78. First career win as he wins it here at Richmond.
Big win for Adam Johnson. Great second place for Russell Charninsky as the fireworks exploded in the background. We're going to be interviewing Adam Johnson, Russell Charninsky, and third place will go, I think, to AJ Brissett.
We'll have to get. I gotta wait till we get confirmation on that.
Yeah. Do me a favor. Message Chuck and ask him. I just want to make sure, but honestly, I think AJ definitely deserves it either way.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll pull in our race winner. You know what? Let him go around first. I don't want to just pull him in yet. I know that his whole team had a good run going tonight, though. I know Aaron Ames had a little bit of problem there at the end, but Adam Jocelyn, what a win for him, man. Congratulations. I know he wanted that one bad. You see how he was driving all night.
Just kind of kept his nose clean.
Yeah.
Here comes maybe a teammate, I think, right behind him.
That is the 83 pulling up behind him. And I believe that actually is a teammate that got caught up in that wreck. Remember, he was really fast. We talked about him earlier.
Actually, yeah. Looks like he will be doing burnouts with him.
Kyle Lorraine, yep.
Oh, yep.
Oh,
Right.
nose-to-nose burnouts. We ain't seen that in a while.
You do that for a league or
We
something?
have. Some burnouts from teammates, something you don't see a lot of.
Chuck is not currently getting back to me on
Okay,
that.
he was probably looking it up right now to find out. But we'll say AJ. I believe it is AJ, but so we'll interview. Bringing Adam Jocelyn, who picks up a huge win. First win of their career this season. First win this season. A great run for the 78. Adam, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Man, domination, 53 laps led, and we talked about you in the middle, well, before you got the lead, and we kept mentioning you was moving up, moving up, moving up. Looked like you set up your car for the long run. Talk us through your night.
Well, that's certainly true. Q, we were a little off. I was kind of shocked by Tim's lap there. Good job to him on the pole, but I saw some. We built this car, our team, Full Throttle Motorsports, all of us. We built this car to be good on the long run, and that's exactly what we did. And I'm a firm believer that sometimes the track will give back to you, and I did pretty bad in Road to Pro this week here. Got DQ'd, so I guess coming back to this track winning tonight was okay.
Yeah, man, and we was talking about the stats. Now, this is your first win of the career, I believe, here for NASRA anyway. This has got to be a huge weight because you've been in situations in this league where you've ran top fives and stuff like that. You've had really good cars and just getting caught up. Does that take a little bit of pressure off now, knowing you can come in here and beat these guys? I mean, we know how good they are.
Oh, the pressure is always going to be on. There's no chase or anything to lock in, so we still got to run up front and get some points back for the last couple weeks.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, how do you feel about next week as well? Another short track, man. We've seen some great racing tonight. I just want to point that out first and foremost. But we've seen some great racing tonight. Next week, another beating and banger track, kind of like a smaller Bristol. We head to Southern National. Yeah, that's a tough track. Let's be honest. It is like a smaller, low-line Bristol. How do you feel about heading there? And confidence going to be a little bit of momentum going in on your side?
I might drive around that track with one eye closed, hoping for the best. I'm not the best there.
Well, you look good tonight. I know your teammates had some good runs.
I was on to Kyle there.
Yeah, I thought he was fast there towards the end. I got to give him credit as well. So we spoke a little bit about him. He was moving up there towards the end, but all in all,
he was doing well.
He was. So all in all, not a bad run. Is there shout-outs or anything like that you want to give out?
Yeah, thankful. Throttle Motorsports, Ed, Ivan, Aaron, Kyle, Jason. Sponsors, not on the car, but ASPCA, Jab Productions on the car. Scott Austin, who sponsors my truck and other series. I thank Chuck for the league. It's fun. It's been a long road to get a win here. A lot of second places.
Man, congratulations, man. I was pulling for you there, so that was fun to watch. Good job.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, buddy. We will move him back up once I find his channel. There we go. Wait, that ain't yet. Oh, he's already back up there. Okay, so we'll bring in second place Russell Chardinsky. Now, he was willing and dealing through some cars tonight. Of course, part of Will and Dillon Motorsports has a good run for him tonight. Russell, you got a copy?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. All in all, we've seen you battling pretty much all within the top 5 tonight, and top 7, I guess we could say. You was running around a lot of guys for a long period of time. Really great racing up towards the front of this track. Talk us through your night, man. It looked like you was able to escape that last big wreck and come out of here in second.
Yeah, I guess so. I got lucky there at the end. Pretty much I had a 5th place car the whole night. That was it. The car was just too tight pretty much the whole race, and that's all I had. But, I got a little luck there at the end.
The first top 5 finish of the year. I know your team's really good. I already know that. I don't even have to mention that. Will and Dillon's really good. How much work and time went into this setup for you guys to get that fast here?
Well, to be honest with you, we practiced an hour before the race. That was it. We just kind of missed it, Tim and Donald. I put in Tim's set right on the grid there, and we just missed it a little bit.
I talked to Adam a minute ago. Next week we go to like a mini Bristol and Southern National, and the first words out of his mouth was, "Oh gosh," because you know how that place can be, very short track, very low line track as well. How do you feel about heading to Southern National for the Autism Awareness 100, knowing that it's a beating and banging track as well?
I don't mind it. As all of these short tracks, you just got to survive and be there at the end and be in position.
Well, you did a good job on that tonight. I mean, you started up in third. You fell back a little bit, but managed your way back up to second place there at the end. Great run tonight. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, just Tim Bills and Don Clark for tuning the set, and you guys for broadcasting, and of course Chuck for running the league. He runs a good league. For
sure, man. Thank you very much, and thanks for putting on a great race.
Thank you, guys.
We will move him back up, and we'll bring in AJ Brissett, who finishes in P number 3 tonight. And honestly, we've seen some great races. Started in 20th place tonight. AJ, you got a copy?
Yeah, how you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good, man. I mean, talking through your night, you had a wild and adventurous night.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess that's just stating the obvious there. We missed it kind of in qualifying. I don't know what went wrong there, but we spent a lot of time just put it into qualifying, just completely missed it. Then race, we just kind of lost the front end as the run went on. The car just kept sliding up the track a little bit, but we just kind of survived throughout the entire event.
Man, we talked about you during the middle of this race, and I noticed that you was running up there with Russell and all of them as well, and within the top 10 for the most part. What was the biggest challenge you was having besides, we know, keeping the car on the bottom? What was the biggest challenge, because this track changed a lot over the long runs?
Yeah, like I said, just losing the nose. We're going to work on that more for next week, but I actually went up to the top, well, about a groove and a half up, just to try, kind of loosening the car up a little bit. I was struggling pretty hard, but yeah, that's probably the thing I battled with the most. I just kind of couldn't get a handle on the front end of the car, but my teammates did a great job with the setup. It just lost it. We
hit a Southern National next week, and that place is chaotic. It's a mini Bristol, like I told the other two guys that I interviewed. What are you going to be working on? Will it be for qualifying? Because we know if you start up front, you do have a better chance of not getting caught up in accidents or something like that. What is going to be the main focus, without giving too much away, because I'm sure other teams will listen to the interviews as well. Without giving too much away, what will be the main thing that you all try to work on?
Me, I usually focus on turning in the middle. I want the car to really turn, so that's the biggest thing I'm gonna focus on mostly.
Well, man, you did a great job of that tonight, because starting 20th here and then working up to third, I mean, let's be honest, that's a heck of a drive. Like, hands down, one of the best drives of the night. So, congratulations on being the biggest mover of the race and finishing third. Any shout-outs you want to give out?
Yeah, I got to give a shout-out first to all my teammates, John, Shane, Joe, and Danny. You guys did awesome. Thank you for the setup. Next Gen Studios, Next Gen iRacing Paints. Driven Motorsports, everybody from Driven does a great job with these setups every week, every race, everything. Thank you guys for broadcasting, and thanks to Chuck and PruittTeam.com.
For sure, man. Awesome paint tonight, by the way. I was looking at it. It's one of my favorite paints out there. So good job, and we'll talk to you here soon.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Derek, man, you was the main commentator. First off, I want to give you props, dude. Like, you did a great job. Guys, like the video, first off. If you think Derek did a good job, I personally think he did an awesome job. So give it a thumbs up. And there's so much to talk about, Derek. Start us off, what you think.
Overall, it was a pretty great race. I can't really complain. Like I said, we had 3 big ones tonight, so I called that one right off the bat.
Yeah.
Besides that, man, it was just great racing. You know, I don't want to say that we didn't really know who the winner was, but I think Adam Jocelyn kind of right about as I took over, we kind of knew at that point that Adam, he pretty much was going to have to be wrecked to not win this race. So I guess that is the positive thing that came out of it. Adam, he pretty much had a pretty good car for the second half of the race, and it's clear, I think, that the best car won this race.
Let me ask you a question real fast about Jocelyn, and I don't mean this towards any disrespect for him, because I want to know what you think. We've seen how fast he was on a long run. Do you think he was the best car to beat if the other cars wouldn't have got wrecked?
That last yellow right there wouldn't have came out. With the way that everything was kind of looking, I don't think they would have been able to catch him just because of where Tim was, the 37 was on the outside. If he would have been on the inside, it may have been a little bit different. I just don't think Tim could have got to the bottom in enough time and then make that pass.
Let's take away the wrecks period. Do you think the best car won tonight? Honestly. I think so.
I think so, because it seemed like he was running up front for most of the afternoon.
I agree.
Or evening.
The way his car stuck to the bottom, man, was amazing.
Yeah, it just seemed like he really had the best car that was able to kind of do it. It didn't look like he made any mistakes at all. So I feel like, I feel like the best car did win the race.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he kept his cars clean, and that's all you can ask for when it comes to at a short track. And next week is gonna be chaotic. We may see Derek in that race.
I don't know
After Southern National, man, that place is rough. Love it though. That's one of my favorite tracks to go to. So that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. I'll be back tomorrow night. We'll be broadcasting the Red Light Racing Series, 200 laps at Bristol in the super late models. Them guys always put on a fun show. Usually don't have very many cautions, so we'll see what the Coliseum of Bristol Motor Speedway can do to them. See if it can rough them up a little bit. Congratulations, Adam Jocelyn. That's going to do it tonight. Real fast, want to shout out NASRA Short Track Racing at its best, and of course Midwest Powersource for their awesome sponsorship and the continued support of the season. So that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Everybody have a great night. We'll talk to y'all soon. Have a great night. God bless.